What's good? We streaming live. What's good? Welcome to the Epic Entertainment Critics. I am Antoine.
And I'm still James.
Yes, we on Google Hangouts today. James is not in studio, but he's here in spirit and also in voice, which is his superpower.
For you.
But I got an intro though, so check this out first. All right, we back. I had to play a little intro, and we good. All right, so we got a nice little podcast planned for y'all today. We gonna do a movie review, and we're gonna do some trailer reactions. I put all that in the thumbnail, just to let you know what's going on with that. But so first thing first, we're gonna jump into this movie review on Mowgli. Mowgli is Andy Serkis version, Warner Brothers version of Warner Brothers version of the Jungle Book story. Yeah, the Jungle Book story. And as people know, 2 years ago, was that 2016? They had one. Disney had their version, or their live action version. So, and this movie was slated to come out on. It was slated to come out in the movie theater, but for some reason they pushed it to Netflix. For the life of me, after seeing this movie, I can't see why they did that because it looks amazing. What you think, brother James?
I'm still trying to figure out why they would do that because it looks so gorgeous. I'm wondering if this is not them trying to put a little bit of investment on Netflix as a platform, trying to bump it up so it's movie theaters don't get the gold seal on movies from now on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But see, I was thinking okay, this movie deserve a theater showing when you see how it looks. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. But like you said, it might have been somewhere they were just trying to bump up Netflix. But what I was hearing that because of the violence and because of how, it was a little too they might feel it was a little too graphic for the kids, so they decided to move it to Netflix for that reason. Do you think that had something to do with it?
I mean, it could be, because I feel like this is a better way to get this in, where families can see it. That way, if you ain't looking to go and pay for an adult ticket, then come back with your kid after it's safe for them to watch or whatever.
See, and I was thinking I was thinking that there was there could have been a reason where you don't want your kids having nightmares, and because it might have been because it looked so real that they might have had nightmares or whatever. I thought it was tame enough for at least young kids to handle it. Because I mean the violence is like animal on animal, and it's not. I don't know. I guess you feel like it ain't nothing you wouldn't see on the National Geographic channel, and that's on normal TV.
I feel like it's not even as graphic as what you'd see on National Geographic.
Yeah, exactly. It's a little more tame, because when it's got some violence in there, but it's not gory. A lot of it is they cut away and then they show an animal with a wound or something, and that's cool. That's more okay. It's not cartoon violence, but it's not excessive violence.
Right.
So, okay, let's talk about the plot, which most people know. It's following. The plot of Jungle Book is when a kid, I guess a family got lost in the jungle or was in the jungle and they got attacked by the tiger, and the tiger, I guess the tiger didn't know the baby was there, and I guess one of the animals took the baby and raised it as their own. kind of like that. It's more to it than that, but that's kind of the gist. And then as the kid grew up, Mowgli, as he grew up, he wanted to be, an animal, and he was kind of wondering why he wasn't like the other animals or whatever. So I think they stayed pretty true to the plot. Now, was that more like the book? Was that more
Yeah.
like just the book?
Yeah, like especially because like with this, you don't get like some of Disney's embellishments, like King Louis, that was a Disney character. So like that's why you don't see him in this one.
You said which character?
King Louis.
Oh, you know what? I was gonna talk about that. I was wondering, like, he didn't make, so he wasn't in the book then.
Nah, that was all Disney.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. Okay, so this is more faithful to the book.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, and I never read the book, and I always was a fan of the old original movie, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I like this a lot better than I like that the Disney one, with the songs and stuff.
Yeah.
This, so
Yeah,
I
there
take
was no time for songs in this one.
Yeah, so I take it wasn't originally supposed to be like a musical.
No.
So yeah, so from when they first start showing the animals, right? It just blew me away. Like the hyenas had like flies buzzing around them and stuff, and so that looks so real. But it's like the lighting was so weird that it worked for it. Like the animation, like the way they faces animated, it seemed more human like. But that worked for the plot. What you about to say?
Yeah, yeah. One of the first things I noticed was like even when you first see Ka, when you see her slithering through the underbrush and everything, it's like you can even see patches of old skin that she hasn't scraped off yet.
Oh, okay. Oh, so yeah, there's a lot of detail they did with that. Yeah, and I'm looking like a lot of them, they look dirty and shit. Like Baloo looked real dirty.
Like he's a little bit slack jawed and everything. You seen that he been in a couple of scrapes and everything. It's
yeah.
cool,
yeah, it looked like he just been rolling around the dirt and shit. I mean, and I guess that's what they would look like because, I mean, they in the jungle. They not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was thoroughly impressed on the way the animation looked, and like I said, it looked the facial features looked like they was more like human expressions, but that was perfect because guess what? The animals are not really talking. You know what I'm saying? They just trying to say they talking to each other, but we hear our language, but they actually talking, another way or something like that. I think that's what they was trying to say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they didn't actually talk English. So that's when later on in the movie, when somebody tried to talk to Mowgli, he didn't understand him, and Mowgli couldn't talk to him because they wasn't really talking. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. That's why they when they talk, they look kind of human, like their facial expressions look real human because they're not really talking, So I thought that was pretty good, man. It was a good artistic choice doing the faces like that. And we could talk about some of the voices, the performances. Did any performances stand out to you?
Honestly, like one of the ones I enjoyed a lot more than I thought it was Christian Bale as Bagheera.
I did too. I didn't even know that was him until I went back and checked. I thought I was gonna hear that little lisp he have,
Yeah. Because I was listening for it. Like I'm like, are we sure that's him?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't listening for it, but because I didn't hear it, I didn't think that was him, because he got that little lisp. And then when he, when he do the Dark Knight, when he do the Batman voice or whatever, he got that little lisp, and it's like, yeah, he talks weird or whatever. But I didn't hear it, His Bagheera actually was pretty good. I really liked the Shao Kahn. That was Benedict Cumberbatch doing the voice of Shao Kahn. And
I mean, if screen acting doesn't work out for him, he has a future in monster voices.
Yeah. I mean, I could tell some of it they added some extra sound to it or whatever, but I mean it worked.
Yeah.
it really worked or whatever. And Andy Serkis did the voice of Baloo, and I thought that was good too.
He did his usual excellent bit, you know.
Right, right. Wait, he also directed it. Andy Serkis
Yeah,
also directed it, and I was like, um, this is to me, this is actually a superior version. But I
yeah,
mean, of course, kids gonna gravitate to more of the funner version,
yeah,
and that's probably what they wanted to do, because
yeah, probably.
like you said, I was actually wondering where King Louis at, because I saw when it was kind of a part where the monkeys took him or whatever, and I'm like, okay, well, here go King Louis. Who they gonna have for King Louis or whatever? But they never showed him. I'm like, what? Like, oh, they didn't do the King Louis, but I guess like that was a Disney creation. I didn't know that. Because
Yeah,
it's a if as a lot of people don't know, or a lot of people would remember, Tailspin was kind of like a spin-off cartoon of Jungle Book. And you ever watched Tailspin? You saw Tailspin once or twice, right?
yeah, Chuck. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I saw it.
I mean, I know it was way back in Tailspin kind of old, you might not have caught it. But anyway, King Louis was, he was a little bar owner. He's called everybody, hey, what's up, cuz? And then I was like, that's how I started liking Louis from Tailspin. So it's cool. But this actually worked better because it's just more serious. That would have been kind of a little too goofy if Monkey would have came out, what's up, cuz? you know, you know what I'm saying?
Like they give you this dark scene, and then I all of a sudden, what up, cuz?
Hey, but so Tailspin was something different because Shao Kahn was like a businessman with a business suit on and shit.
Yeah, like he was real slimy and smarmy and everything.
I know. It actually was the perfect adaptation of what he was as an animal to what he would be as a human hybrid or whatever the
Yeah,
fuck they are. But anyway, but no, it was good. But the parts where it kind of slowed down for me is when he got to the human village. Um, which I mean, the movie's supposed to do that, and it wasn't even too long. It wasn't too long or overdrawn, but I was enjoying the animal stuff so much that when they got to the human part, I kind of was starting to be like, okay, what I mean. So,
yeah,
but like you said, it's like just like the book, and it wasn't too much, and it actually worked good for the plot because it started showing how Mowgli started realizing, okay, this is actually where I belong, or these people are like me, you know what I'm saying? And then they accepted them too. So yeah, I think they did a good job with that. And another thing I liked was this little the little dynamic. Well, the when they added the hunter in there or whatever, was that
yeah.
in the was that in the anime? I think I do remember a hunter though.
There was a hunt. I'm trying to remember. I feel like there was.
Yeah, but anyway, the drama was good. I'm gonna tell you what, it's one part there, man. I almost cried a little bit, and it was a part when he got the albino wolf was the other outcast,
Uh,
and that was sad, dude. And I'm not gonna say exactly what happened with that. And they actually did a cliche little moment where I knew it was gonna happen. It still made me sad as hell. You know what I'm talking about? With the whole
yeah,
the moment. Well, I ain't gonna be ruining them. The whole, they do this a lot in these movies where the moment where your main character is just like real mean to one of the other characters that's he cool with, just because he
yeah,
pissed, so he take it out on somebody else, or he or she take it out on whoever and hurt their feelings.
yeah.
So I knew that was coming, but it still made me sad. So it
I
was.
think that was Andy Serkis's son that played that character too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, and I didn't like the fate of what ended up happening with that, but I mean, it's the book story. It ain't gonna be super nice. again, that could have been one of the reasons why they decided to take this to. One of the reasons why they decided to take this to Netflix instead of the movie theater, stuff like that. They figured there was probably too much of emotions for kids. I'm guessing, you know. And I'm thinking like, what was you about to say?
Yeah, that's. I think that's probably what it was because there was some fairly heavy stuff in this.
Yeah, I mean some real stuff. I mean, and then they show things like them hunting for other animals and stuff because they was carnivore. You know, he was living with wolves and they eat other animals or whatever. So they actually showed some stuff like that, and and usually stuff like that, like Disney or whatever. They do, but you're not gonna see them like probably like in the Lion King. You ain't gonna see the lion eat no other animals, you know.
Right.
But that's what lions do.
We just
And
ain't
they
gonna talk about that right now.
and they don't ask for that shit. They take that shit. But no, but yeah, I thought that was all good. I feel like they should. I think they should have took the chance and took it to the theater, put the PG-13 rating on there, and just let everybody know it's a little more adult. You know what I'm saying? I think it would have just been that much better. I just think this should have went to the movie theater.
Because I think it would have killed, man.
Yeah, just the way it looks, you need to see this shit in IMAX, dude. Like, or just on a bright screen. Did you watch it on your 4K? How good did it
Yeah.
show up?
Yeah, man. Like that's one of the few times like I've actually been glad I bought the damn thing.
I told you, hey man, I watched one thing on 4K, man, and I was in love. Like, I know you gotta buy more expensive shit and you'll have a 4K TV, but you nothing to show up as 4K because you ain't got shit 4K. But I seen one thing in 4K, I was like, oh my God, I need more of this.
Like I just need some 4K glasses to make the rest of the world look that good. You know,
I know.
what I'm saying?
And I was stupid enough. I watched something in 4K, right? And then I watched something on my other TV.
Oh, you can't do that.
I know, hold on. I even went so far as got SD. Not HD, SD. It looks horrible. I can't even enjoy this shit. So yeah, I recommend watching this in the best film quality possible because of the animation and the special effects are like is fucking second to none. And I need to see Andy Serkis doing more work with animation or more of CGI or mocap. I know he do a lot, but I think they ought to give it. I'm ready. I believe that he can take the whole movie. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just because he's showing he's a competent movie maker. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because when I'm looking at this movie, I'm like, okay, you can give him like a whole movie instead of just let him do the mocap on a movie. You know, maybe they could have gave him Star Wars. I don't know if he ready to handle the whole Star Wars movie, but I was just thinking because he played Snoke or whatever. But I'm gonna give this a rating real quick because I'm gonna just start ranting about some other shit. I'm gonna give this a rating. I give this movie an epic, bro. I'm sorry. I went up to the epic. I was gonna give it. I was going between epic and dope, but I really love this movie, and I really love I was just in love with looking at it. You know what I'm saying? It's like it was just a feast for my eyes. So yeah, just the way it was looking, the way it was written, and I'm sure that it's more faithful to the book. And I just think a movie like this was designed for somebody like me, opposed to catering to just the kids, and that boosted up a lot for me. Where they didn't mind. They took chances. They was experimental with things, and for that, I give this movie an epic.
For me, it's like, especially like because I was such a big fan of the book itself and the author. Like whenever I go into a movie like this, I'm like, okay, where are they gonna fuck up what the writer put in the book in the first place? And like I kept waiting for that moment, and by the end of it, like I forgot I was looking for it. Like this is what it looked like in my head when I was reading the Jungle Book as a kid. You know what I'm saying? So like I can't give it anything other than an epic. It's just too good.
Yeah, especially if you were a fan of this. I think if you was a fan of the book, I'm sorry, if you was a fan of the book, you really gonna love this movie. Now, if you was a fan of the original Disney animated movie, you might like it, or you might think it's a little too rough. But I recommend going in with an open mind, and I think you can enjoy it more. But yeah, it's definitely an epic for me, and I guess you say you give it an epic as well. So yeah, no doubt that is our review for Mowgli. Mowgli, did Netflix Mowgli, pretty damn good. Go, well, I would say go see it, but check it out on Netflix. Definitely worth the watch. So now we about to jump into some trailer reactions. I know you can't wait for that.
And you got me worried about these trailers, man.
Well, I don't know, man. We'll see. But okay, yeah, we will see, my friend. So, you want to do that Spider-Man first? Let's do that, man. So, Honest Trailers. Big fan of Honest Trailers, man. The first Honest trailer I saw, I just wanted to share a little story with the people. The first Honest trailer I saw was the RoboCop Honest trailer. Man, and ever since then I was like hooked. So they got an Honest trailer for, actually it's a couple of them. I might end up watching the other one. They got an Honest trailer for, I don't know, people, they usually do it by request. They got one for the Japanese Spider-Man. Now, a lot of people might not even know what the hell that is. Now, back in the 70s, comics was out. America cinema and America TV shows, they didn't really want to give a chance to superhero stuff. So they didn't think it was going to work. So Marvel sold some rights to Japanese artists to make a Japanese live-action TV show. So they did an animated, they didn't mind having a cartoon so they could sell some toys, but they didn't want, they was like, we don't want to do no live action. So Japanese, they gave, they rented out the rights to a Japanese studio to do a Spider-Man. So they did a Spider-Man. He had like a little motorcycle, and he had the little Spider-Man mobile or whatever, and then he had some reason, he had a mech. He had a giant robot. Did you heard about
Japan.
That? Say what?
It was Japan. You can't be a hero without a giant robot.
Now, I don't know if the robot, did he get in the robot and work it, or was he just his robot? I
still haven't gotten around to watching an episode of it. I've just seen so many clips, but it wouldn't surprise me if he turned into the man.
Wow, I didn't. I never thought that he was the actual robot.
It might have been on some Ultraman stuff.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. We'll see. Let me watch this trailer, and we'll get a little reaction. Can you see that?
Yep.
Okay. So this is Honest Trailers, Japanese Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yes, Spider-Man. All right.
So, nobody asked for this. But what the heck? This trailer's for us.
I was one who asked for it.
Before you go into the Spider-Verse, enter an even weirder alternate dimension. 1970 Japan.
Oh my God.
Japanese Spider-Man.
What the fuck was that?
Born a short-lived licensing deal between Marvel Comics and Toei comes a loose adaptation of the web-slinger. Like, very loose.
What the fuck?
Where instead of the same old whiny high schooler with a spider bite, you'll follow a motocross racer with the enchanted blood of a dying alien from planet Spider. Alright, who gives him a flying car that docks into a giant robot. Okay, and sends him on a mission of lethal revenge. It's like American Spider-Man, if Uncle Ben's dying wish for Peter was to become the Punisher. Okay, it's actually nothing like American Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Experience a show that's virtually identical to Power Rangers, where every episode has our hero transforming after yelling into a handheld device. Then fighting some titans until a cloaked villain makes a monster grow, only to get beat down by a Voltron. But since Japanese Spider-Man actually came out first, now you can say the Megazord is actually just a cheap ripoff of Leopardon. They won't make any
Leopardon.
But still, you know, you could say it.
Oh my god.
Spider-Man.
Tired of CGI special effects? Return to a time when all they had to work with was a rope and a dream, where the monster of the week was made out of fursuits and garbage. Wall crawling was more of a steady wiggle. Basic gymnastics
steady wiggle.
looped to make them more impressive. And the same mech footage had to keep getting reused because someone stole the suit halfway through production. Oh man, that sucks. Should have put Japanese Spider-Man on the case. So if you're suffering from superhero fatigue, enjoy a fresh take on the character that may not be the strongest version, or the most brave, or the smartest. But before you feel too superior, it's still more fun than the show Marvel is crapping out stateside. Man, this could really use a killer robot. Starring Takuya's face, Naruto running, tiny shorts, dramatic faces. Dramatic deaths. Dummies.
Dummies. Slaps.
Child abuse. Murder.
Was that Mr. T?
Suicide? Well, this show goes dark. Poorly translated episode names. Poorly translated monster names. Spider-Man workshopping his catchphrase. And
Wild young girl.
settling on his catchphrase. Just once I want to hear Tobey Maguire go that. Love Spider-Man.
スパイダーマンはこのまま少年と共に人々の前から姿を消したかった。しかしそれは許されない。 少年もまた同じ思いであった。
What? Why are you buying clothes at the soup store? We are Groot and Venom. Part of the journey is the end. Underground, overground, wobbling free. The wobbles of limitless.
You still there?
Are we? I am secretly a brony.
Let's see what all this DNA kit
Hold on.
about. Genetically likely to move more than average during sleep. It says here we're loving salty snacks like DNA. This was great.
Get the gift of DNA from 23andMe.com. See the rich only in theaters.
Ohio gozaimasu, and welcome to the Office Trailer Commentary for Japanese Spider-Man.
Okay, can't seem to find what I did with my.
Dan is, I don't know, in a different dimension. Or Dan had to review 8 movies because that bear will give him a break. In the meantime...
Sorry about that. I've seemed to have lost connection with my. Hey, when did you get cut off? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Well, having technical difficulties, but that was hello. Man, come on, dude. My bad. What's up, man?
All right.
How far did you get?
I saw everything.
Oh, okay. Well, we lost connection for a second. We back now. All right. That was the Japanese Spider-Man. The Honest Trails. What did you think of that?
Man, they called it right. The weave of Spider-Man, dude.
I honestly didn't think that. I didn't know the premise of that. I thought it was more about Spider-Man. Now I see it's like they just took the suit.
Okay, but what was that bit at the end there, man? He sat standing there staring into the sunset with a little boy.
I don't know. I think he was supposed to be like.
I don't know if that was cold.
No, he said he was going to leave the planet or something. Because, he's supposed to be like an alien or something from Planet Spider. I don't know. It was quite
There's
weird.
so much wrong with that.
It was quite weird. I'm looking like I thought it was going to be a kind of the same premise, a little bit, just a little different. No, they literally just took the spider suit and everything's totally different. And his name is Spider-Man, and he got the spider suit. Other than that, it is totally different. Now, he do have some of the same powers, though. I give him that. He can climb up walls and he can shoot the web. But other than that, it was a whole other show.
Well, see, unlike the Spider-Man we know and love, this Spider-Man is apparently the emissary from hell.
Yeah, I guess. And he used guns and shit.
That's so much to unpack out of that.
And he used guns and stuff. I'm looking like, what the? So,
oh man,
crap. So I was gonna. Okay. Okay. So that's that. And I have another trailer. What's your final thoughts on that Spider-Man? Spider-Man.
Yeah, just stay away. just stay
well,
away.
I mean, shit. It was
nobody's safe when Spider-Man is on the job.
They did they Super Sentai, whatever they call it.
Yeah.
All right, so I got another trailer I wanted to go ahead and watch, and it's called Captain State. Now, I saw the little teaser for it, and I was like, what is this? What the hell is it about? I don't know. But I'm trying to I'm trying to find out, so I'm going to watch this trailer, and hopefully this trailer kind of clear it up. So, and it just dropped, too, so we're going to go ahead and watch it and have a little reaction for it. So without further ado, Captive State.
A lawyer. Those days are gone.
Baby brother, you gotta pick a side.
Hello, Gabriel. I want a lawyer. You and I both know those days are gone.
Huh.
You have a choice to make. Work for me. Or line up like your father. We don't have much time.
Before further contact, we were fighting amongst ourselves. We, the legislators, to show us a better way.
They're protecting us.
Tell our friends down below they got our full operational support.
Harmony, peace. It's a lie. They're gonna take everything.
What do you want me to do?
Not unless we fight back. We got a chance.
We're facing a full-blown insurgency known as Phoenix. The network's communicating. They're planning something big.
The team goes tonight. You ready? No one gets taken alive.
Hello, Gabriel. You have a job to do.
I've got a plan.
I have faith in you.
Light a menace. Ignite a war. I can take the risk. Get back to the way that things used to be.
It's like I said, those days are gone.
Time's up.
Okay. Okay, what the fuck? All right, we back. Just watch Captive State. That's one of the movies that it looked interesting, but I don't know why. I ain't gonna say that. What you take from that, man? Oh, you still there? Man, this dude cannot keep his hand off the button or some shit, but I keep losing him. James.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you now. What you take from that, man, that trailer?
I need context.
I mean, I'm looking like what is going on? Okay, aliens occupied the planet, right? Is that what the main concept is?
Yep.
And you know what? I think maybe is certain people think, oh, they good, they gonna help us, and some people like gonna lead a resistance, maybe something like that. I don't know, but they need to stop with the. They need to stop. I ain't gonna say they need to stop, but I don't like when they threw the little rap song on there. They threw the Nas song on the trailer. They did not go with this at all. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I just kind of tuned it out.
I know, but it's like, why did you do that? And apparently my neighbors just decided to have company today out of all days. Anyway, It looked like they having a barbecue over there, and I'm looking like. Usually it's kind of cold or something. Why you got all them people over there? Anyway, so
Go ahead, get to the plate, man.
no, I'm doing the podcast right now. Maybe later though. Send me that shit. No, but no. I don't know, dude. That's what I'm saying. It's like it look like you got something, but it look like they trying too hard. And when I say they trying too hard, it's like, what's going on, dude? It's like y'all trying to be so different that it's starting to be a little convoluted. It just look like too much shit going on. They got a lot of stars in there though. What you about to say?
Because it kind of feels like Mission Impossible meets Independence Day meets Fallen Skies.
Meets V. Do you remember that show V?
Yeah.
It's kind of like V a little bit.
Yeah,
you know,
it does.
Where we got aliens, and then some people cool with them, and then other people's like, they ain't here to help us. They really, want to fuck us over. Because that's kind of the whole premise behind V. They had the little resistance, and everybody thought that the aliens were all all good people or whatever, but they was all secretly trying to take over or some shit.
Yeah.
So I saw something like that, and then I like John Goodman, so I'm always down if John Goodman in there. But I need to know what the hell going on. Was that old boy from Walking Dead, the black dude, the older one? I see the younger one. His dad.
I thought it was, but I'm not 100 on that.
Yeah. What's his name in Walking Dead? I forgot. Well, whatever.
I'm blanking.
You said who?
I'm blanking on the name.
Oh, but anyway, yeah, it looks cool, man. I mean, it looks like I said, it looked like they trying a little too hard. I don't know. I ain't too. I don't know about this one. Like, I want to check it out, but I ain't too sure about it. But I mean, I don't know. I'm down for stuff like science fiction and what if and stuff like that. But do it right. Don't just do it because it's a hot topic now. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, bro, I want to get your thoughts on something real quick. So that's our reaction for Captive State, and I want to get your thoughts on this picture. So now I was telling you about this earlier. So I think what brought this movie on, it could have been something else, but what brought this, they talking about making a Sonic the Hedgehog live action movie. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear that?
Okay. I just started hearing about it the other day.
Dude. So I was like, okay, it's what they talking about November next year, Sonic the Hedgehog live action movie. So it's gonna be like that Detective Pikachu shit. Like, I'm thinking it's gonna be like the animation gonna be like the Detective Pikachu. You saw? Did you see the trailer? Huh?
Can we not?
I know, but I mean, I don't know. But I saw a date on there, so they officially gonna release this, right? So people was like, well, can we get some concept art? What you got going on? It's gonna be a live action Sonic the Hedgehog, not an animated. So I think it's gonna be like people in there. But I mean, if I think about it, the Sonic story didn't have no humans in it, right? It was just all
some of the later ones. A lot of the later ones do.
Okay, so
like some of the later video games and the last couple cartoons.
All right, so let me show you this picture of Sonic real quick, dude. So this was the little poster they brought out, and can you see that? Is that big enough for you? Oh
yeah,
shoot!
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay, and let me see. I can make it a little bigger though, but so people saw this. Oh, the zoom ain't working. It's acting stupid. Okay. People saw this and they was like, okay, it's okay. It looked like it's a shadowy figure. I can't see, no pun intended, because Shadow the Hedgehog. But they was like, okay, it looks like a shadow. You know what I'm saying? Like it looked like Sonic's shape with blue around him, and he got sneakers on because Sonic wears sneakers. He looked naked though. It's funny, but anyway,
like it looks like a really weird chimp.
Yeah, with some sneakers on.
Yeah. Like
So they got
mutant ass chimp, man.
So they got to come out November next year, November 8th, 2019. So I'm looking like, okay. So people was like, I can't really see what he looked like. So they released this other picture to show what he looked like. So check this picture out. Now this is one of those be careful what you ask for things. Because people saw this one. When people saw this other picture, they was like, what the fuck? So this is the close-up picture of him. Now, what you think about that? Can you see it? Okay.
I can see it too well.
Man, it was like, what the?
I don't think I'm down for that.
I don't know. It just looked, I don't know, man.
Like,
I just don't know.
Couldn't he have looked more like? Because I would have rather he looked more like the way they did Rocky for Guardians. You know?
Yeah. They could make. This is one time where you could take a. I guess that's what a hedgehog look like. I guess, but you could make him look more. Just add some more kind of cartoon features in him, on him. You know.
Yeah.
As an artistic choice, because I'm looking like it don't look right.
Is it weird that his hands creep me out?
Yeah, I know. So you got human hands and sneakers and like a big ass head. It just looked weird.
Like he's a little too. I don't even know. Like I don't like it.
Kind of look like like a big ass werewolf or something. Cause he too human like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like his arms, he got like human arms. You know, and sneakers on and shit, and then he got a big ass furry head. It just looked weird, dude.
Like, cause they could get away with it when he was cartoonish, but like this.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I'm a big fan. You know, I grew up on Sonic the Hedgehog. You know, I'm down for this movie if they do it right. But when now looking at this, I'm looking like, I don't know, bro.
I don't think I can be down with this.
Well, this is early art though, so they might get the response and be like, you know what, we probably gonna have to clean this up or whatever, or get Andy Serkis to do it. We just got through talking about how good the Jungle Book was. Let him do this Sonic the Hedgehog.
Why not, man?
I'm down for that.
Like, also, I'm gonna need them to go ahead and lose that tagline. I can't be hearing that from now until November.
What was the tagline?
A whole new speed of hero.
Yeah, that's corny as hell. But see, that's the people that work on this. They don't know. I'm pretty sure like some people that did the original game or whatever had no input in this at all.
I'm just waiting for them to like act fuck up and like have Sonic swimming in the first trailer or something, have nerds raiding out all over the world.
Dude, I don't know, man, but if they release it looking like this, people gonna be mad.
I'm really scared to know what like Knuckles gonna look like if he's in this.
You know what? They gonna need to put. They probably gonna end up putting Shadows and Knuckles in there. And Tails and all that. I don't know. I don't
like this looks like a sci-fi horror story waiting to happen.
He looked like a werewolf or something. He looked like a mutated boy. I don't know. It just looked weird, dude. It's his anatomy is too human-like, and with fur, it just looks weird. You know what I'm saying?
Like even his head doesn't make sense. Like just on its own, it doesn't make sense like this.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Go back to the drawing board. Go back to the drawing board and try it again. This is one of them times where the person in charge should be look at this, and then let his kids see it or whatever, and then just be like, look, you know what? Go to his people and be like, go back to the drawing board. Try again.
Like, hey guys, I showed this to my 5-year-old. He says this. He says, and I quote, "This ain't it, G."
Yeah, go back to the drawing board. Try it again.
Like, cause I'm trying to imagine this thing running, and I'm like, the head's either gonna slam into the ground or get snapped straight back.
Yeah,
because it's not cartoonish enough for me to suspend my disbelief right now.
Right. I know it's like they trying to make it look real or human, but it looks weird. It looked like a human with fur on him with a big ass head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
like this stuff right here, you shouldn't be showing the kids. This will give them nightmares.
Right. That's one of them tragedy motherfuckers. All right. So yeah, that's about it for today, man. We can wrap up.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna go ahead and give that poster a rating of hot garbage.
Well, they always mess up on the posters, man. Who does the posters? Like
whoever need to quit, man. Just
I swear, like lately, all the posters been so trash. And you know what? I heard they used to have artists do posters, but they just want to save money.
Like if you look at the old Star Wars posters, those are hand painted and everything.
Right, like old school. If you go back and watch, like when they had a big movie coming out, when you saw the poster, it was always a well crafted, hand painted poster. Now they just take pictures and splice them together. They do some shit that I can do on my computer. And that be the professionals. They actually charge for that.
Clip art. It's
right,
clip art.
Right. They just cut and paste pictures of people in awkward positions, all on, and then put some shit in the background or whatever, and be like, yeah, this is posted for your movie. Like seriously, man, the head don't even match the body. But anyway. All right, man. That's our podcast for today. I appreciate y'all for checking out. We had a couple people in watching. And I appreciate y'all for checking us out. I'm gonna end up breaking up some of them reviews and reactions and have them on individual videos. So, all right, I appreciate everybody, and we're gonna be out of here. And appreciate you, Brother James, for at least answering the phone this time.
Well, I was finally in tune with the spirit realm, so
yeah,
made it happen.
We don't want to talk about what I saw in your background, but we'll say that for another time. But now, next week we're gonna be live in studio for the Aquaman review. People already got their reviews up, man. Like the major channels, they already got their reviews up. But you are gonna get our review next Saturday. So. We'll be in studio for the Aquaman and the Spider-Man review. So, all right, I'm gonna get out here, man. All right, y'all. We out of here.
Peace.
Peace.